Maybe you can tell us about the geographic and political position of Azerbaijan.
Yeah, Azerbaijan located in a very geostrategical place. Azerbaijan located between Iran, Russia, Armenia, Georgia, Turkey, and Caspian Sea. So it's the part of the world people call Eurasia, because Azerbaijan located exactly on the gate to entering to Europe or Middle East or Asia. Because all this mixed culture now you can see in Azerbaijan mixed. You arrive to Azerbaijan, to capital city, to Baku, and you can feel that you are in modern city, European like Paris, and at the same time you can find some place where it bring you to the Asia, some quarters, some streets, as well as the Middle East, the old towns. So everything is mixed. That's our part of culture, because by history Azerbaijan was the part of the several empires.
What religions are get together in your country?
Azerbaijan, very secular country. Most of the, let's say, 94% of population Muslim, but we are a secular country. You can visit Azerbaijan and you will not feel that you are in a Muslim country. You can walk and see synagogue from one side, the church the other side, the mosque in the other. History of more than 2,500 years, like Jewish population living in the territory of Azerbaijan. We have the mountains Jewish synagogue, Ashkenazi, and as well as the others. And it's we have on the mountains we have the city. It's a very historical place, a very traditional place, and we never that historical moment that in Azerbaijan during the whole history we never have any problem in the religion between confession. All confession lives together in the peace all the time, all the history that we have.
There was never persecution of the Jews?
Never.
No.
Especially Jews comes to Azerbaijan to live because they find a safe home in Azerbaijan during that time, difficult time.
How did the Armenian conflict start?
Yeah, unfortunately, this conflict have some long road, and by the history, if you look to the map, Azerbaijan was bigger. And during the beginning of the 18th century, the war between Russian Empire and Persian Empire, and the other side, the Ottoman Empire. So in the result of this war, Azerbaijan was divided by two sides. The bigger size now belonged to the Iranian territory, and the smaller side belonged to the Russian Empire, where current Azerbaijan right now. So, and because of the result of this conflict between the Ottoman Empire and Persian Empire, the Russian Empire made a decree that all Christian population, especially Armenian population, who used to live in the area of the Persian Empire and the Ottoman Empire, can change the place and to come to live to Russian Empire, and they present them the land which was located in Azerbaijan, and several thousand families during that time settled in that area, and it was the policy of the Tsar Russia to create the buffering zone between Muslim Ottoman Empire and the Persian Empire. So because Azerbaijan was the Muslim as well, so they created the buffering zone by settling the Armenian population. So when we lost our independence in 1920, the part of Azerbaijan, the Bolshevik gave it to Armenia, and Armenia as a country became its bigger. So During that time, the Armenian started to display Azerbaijani population from that territory, and it became several times by the history. Can you imagine, from 9 million population of Azerbaijan, we have 1 million refugees. So it's very difficult for us, especially for that time, because everything was collapsed, economy, trade, relations, and we just start like baby, new growth in the country. So, and this conflict continued right now, and with our leadership of our national leader of Heydar Aliyev, actually to whom we put the statue on the reformer. Of course, Azerbaijan have very good relation with Israel. Historically, traditionally, we have very good relation. For example, the Israeli 40% of Israeli oils come from Azerbaijan. We help the Israel. During this year, we have trade. It's more than $4 billion, and we expect next year will be much bigger. We have an Israeli embassy in Baku. So we have very good tradition and very good relation, and our cooperation in all spheres. For example, a lot of companies, Israeli companies, present in Azerbaijan, they work with the irrigation system, with the agricultural businesses, several, as well as our relation and with the military. So we have experts as well. We learn, we exchange the security forces as well. So some other countries, as Armenia, trying to use this against of the interests of the neighbors. And we also have a neighbor, Iran, that we also understand that we always will live together. And traditionally, historically, as if you remember that I tell that it was cut territory and Azerbaijani population, it's about 30 million Azerbaijanis only living now in Iran. So we have contact with them. So the people trying to destroy such kind of relation.
And what is your personal relationship with the Jewish community in Mexico and with the diplomatic representation of Israel in Mexico?
Yeah, very good from the beginning, and not only here, in all of the world, we have very good relations. For example, I visited my friend to some Shabbat, Friday night dinner in the families, and I really enjoyed to see how the family tradition is keeping by the Jewish population here. It's a really like example to the other cultures.